Welcome to the Barnage and Bailey Circus, where we cut teams in half and juggle their balls. Coach Matthews coming from the newly and revived team of Barnage and Bailey's. Coming off a huge Week 6 win over the Raleigh Refund Checks. Put up our biggest point total of the season by about 40 points. Can't be too disappointed with that. So at this time, gonna move on to the questions. Alright, first question. How does it feel to lose to the worst team in the league, aka me? Miller, I don't think you're the worst team in the league. So, if you're asking me how does it feel to lose to you, not that great. I don't want to lose to anybody. But you had a fluky win, so it doesn't really disappoint me that much. You must have been blowing Zach Hocker in the back for missing a 30-yard chip shot field goal. So, not really that bad. Sorry. Give each team a porn star name. I had a lot of fun with this one. I thought about it real hard. Some of these names you're going to recognize. Some of them you won't. So, here we go. Justin Freeman. You're going to be Charles Flanagan. Justin Burton. Jelly Roll. Listen to some of these names carefully, because you're going to see a little hint of funniness within them. Paul Jordan, you're going to be Rusty Shackelford. Kevin Joyner, you're going to be Dusty Privates. Kyle Johnson, you're going to be Mickey Jammers. Schlickman, you're going to be Solas Ramrod. Jimerson, you're going to be Black Hammer. Burton, you're going to be Jack Mehoff. Dirty, you're going to be Ben Dover. Terminator is going to be Firm Johnson. Miller is going to be Starzat Mirrors. Starzat Mirrors. That was my favorite. Easy is going to be Wesley Jails. Yates is going to be Jim Ups, because you always deliver. Radford, you're going to be Peter Jizzing. And Wheezy is going to be Rick Cumquick. So there are your porn star names in case you ever want to go into the business. Who will win the 2016 election and why? That's easy. Ben Carson. Ben Carson. America's had that little taste of the first black president, Barack Obama. And like the saying goes, once you go black, you don't go back. Ben Carson is. What are the worst 3 teams in the league despite records? This is probably going to shock some people, but the first one is definitely Schlickman. You are the worst. Second is going to be Miller. I think you got a little fluke win. I don't think your team is that good. Your running back situation is lackadaisical. Lynch ain't having that great a year, so I think you're going to be the second worst team. The third worst might come to a surprise to some, but I'm going to say Devontae Destroyers. Without Freeman, your team is terrible. Not terrible, but you wouldn't be 4-2 without Freeman. So I think you're the third worst. When Freeman comes back down to earth and plays like he should, it's going to be a tough ride for you on the way out. This week's predictions. Alright, let's see here. First we have the Goulds and Goblins against Barnage and Bailey's. I think Barnage and Bailey's takes this one. Goulds and Goblins is going to have some of the bye week blues. Next, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number against the Young Bloods. I think Age Ain't Nothing But a Number comes out with this victory. The Young Bloods are having a few bad issues as well, and Yeldon possibly, more than likely, will not play again, so it's going to leave him hurting at RB2. Game 4 set match against Devontae Destroyers. I'm going to go with Devontae Destroyers just because Freeman is facing another weak team. He's going to carry the load again, and game 4 set match, Lacey ain't doing shit, and Edelman faces the Jets, so he's going to have a tough defensive game. So I think that Devontae Destroyers moves to 5-2, even though he's the third worst team. Next, Brady's Boat and Deflate Shop against the Florida Black Guys. This one, I'm going to go, honestly, Florida Black Guys. His team is getting better. He may have Dez back this weekend. He's got McCoy back, so I'm going Black Guys. I think he pulls this one out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Bortles against Trusty Sandusky's. I'm going Ninja Bortles, just because I don't like Miller. Fuck you, guy. Last matchup's going to be the Raleigh Refund Checks versus Courtroom Brady. That's an obvious matchup. The Refund Checks will take that, and Courtroom Brady goes to 1-6. Still shit in the bed. How Radford ever thought your team was good, I have no idea. Everybody else just knew it was terrible. Radford had hope for you. So, thank him for that, because everybody else knew that your team sucked. Why do you hate Teletubbies? Because they're gay as fuck. They're gay as fuck. The one of them had a fucking pocketbook. The bitch's name is Tinky Winky. That could be one of y'all's motherfucking porn names right there. Fucking Tinky Winky. Poe. I don't know the other ones. But they're gay as fuck. Gay. Please give us your best Billy Madison impersonation. You're in contest with Radford this week. I did see Radford's. His was pretty good. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to back up a little bit just so I don't want to throw the shit on my computer. But here we go. Shampoo is better. I go on first and cleans the hair. Conditioner's better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really, fool? Really? Stop looking at me, swan. There you go. That's the best shot I had. Just threw my shampoo and shit all over the floor. Hopefully that's good enough to contend with Radford. We've established Devontae Freeman as the breakout player of the season so far. Rank the rest of the top 5. Alright, so here's your top 5 players. First is obviously Devontae Freeman. Second, I'm going to go Gary Barnidge. He's the number 2 tight end. Come out of nowhere. Nobody fucking heard of Barnidge till this year. Third, we're going Blake Bortles, number 5 quarterback in the league. Nobody would have thought a quarterback from the Jaguars would have been in the top 5 in QBs. So, fourth, Travis Benjamin. Everybody thought it was a fluke. Had a few lucky games, but the man's getting the targets and the catches. He's the number 4 wide receiver in the league. And lastly is going to be James Jones, cut by 2 different teams in the preseason, yet he is the number 6 wide receiver in the league. All of these guys, minus Devontae Freeman, were picked up through free agency. So that definitely defines a breakout player of the year. Freeman was the only one drafted. Johnson, you got lucky as shit that Coleman busted up his ribs, because I don't think Freeman would have saw the field. But nonetheless, maybe you knew something we didn't. There you go. You got some wins out of it. I would like to hear the sound a chicken makes while getting fucked by a large and in charge rooster for 5 seconds. I've not even thought about this one. Let's see. Alright. Getting fucked. Probably been over if it's large and in charge. That's all I got. I don't know how the fucking sound the fucking rooster makes, but I feel like the large in charge rooster, it's probably painful. Besides yourself, and now that we are almost halfway through the regular season, what team do you see winning it all? The team I see winning it all, surprisingly, the Raleigh Refund Checks. Their team is solid from top to bottom. I got lucky. Not really lucky, but my team put up points. His team had 112. Mine just got 135. We had a really good week. His team had a really good week, but he has been a lot more consistent than my team, which my team sucked before. We got some trade issues worked out, and we got a solid team now. But if I don't do it, I think it's going to be the Refund Checks. His team is stacked, and I hope not to run up with him again this year. Top 3 favorite questions you can remember from past press conferences. Honestly, I don't remember any past this season. It's terrible, I know. But the top 3 from this season, I'm going to go number 1 as the candy bar question. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed distributing candy bars for you guys' dick. Number 2 is going to be the random song playlist. Felt like that was a fun one to come up with different songs. And the third one was the porn star names. I had a lot of fun with that one. Hopefully you got some laughs out of those, because I sure did. Starzot Mirrors. Starzot Mirrors, I swear. Gets me every time. But that's all the questions, folks. This might be the longest presser I've ever recorded. Those were great questions this week. Had a good time. I actually researched some of them. So this week, Ghouls and Goblins. Might be Halloween, but your team sucks. I hope you dress up as a better team because right now you suck. You suck. It's not because people don't like you. It's because you suck. It's not because your team is good. It's because you suck. We're going to dominate you. Sorry, you're going to 2-5. Halloween's next week. Sorry, buddy. Wheezy out.